make signal. He's looking at me like a Dumbo all the time. And I say, yes? Ah, yeah. And I say, what we can do? You're not looking at death as important. Your life will become very, very, very important at that time. But what is this life? What is this life? What is Allah saying what this life is? What is the value of this life that Allah, our Creator, the Creator of our lives and this life, has said about this? What is His beloved one saying? What did the Sahaba Kiram and the awliya Allah they are saying? Who do you want to follow? You want to follow those who are claiming that there is no death, that there is only this life, that there's only this amusement and this play, that all of life now, especially in 21st century, this life is only for amusement and only for play, only for entertainment, only for fun. This is what life is. It's supposed to be fun, from young to old, to ancient. If it's not fun, it is no good. This is not what the Creator of life has said. Hubub dunya. When you start to fall in love with the dunya, and you start believing, you start to be obsessing. To fall in love means to what? You're constantly thinking about the one that you love. You're constantly looking. You constantly want to be with. To fall in love with the dunya. The Prophet says, I fear that my nation is going to be like that. It is the worst situation to fall in love with the dunya. To always just be thinking about the dunya. To take just pleasure from the dunya. To take amusement, to be obsessed about the dunya 24 hours. And Allah is saying, I've created you for me. You're forgetting me? I'm never forgetting you. And Allah is calling out to us, saying, am I not your Lord? Am I not your Lord? How many times a day we are answering sincerely with our heart, not to go up and down like a robot, to not answer to that call, but to say, Ya Rabbi, you are my Lord. Not this world. This world is not authority. This is not Lord to me. You are. Not my desires, not my family. You. How many times a day? How many times a week you are saying that? Sincerely to say, Ya Rabbi. Qalu bala. That from the day of promises, Allah has asked, am I not your Lord? And He's continually asking us that question, that the believer is hearing that question and saying, you are my Lord. When the world is showing this face, we're looking, we turn and say, you are my Lord. When the desire is showing this face, you turn away and say, you are my Lord, forgive me. When the family, when the wealth turning, when your ghaflat is making you to be in ghaflat, you turn and say, you are my Lord. How many times? We are in this way to remind ourselves to make this to be living in us. At least you're coming now once a week for the sohbat, to understand Allah is Lord. He is holding us. We are prisoner between two breaths. Otherwise, the smallest thing is going to crush you. You're going to make that into the biggest thing and it's going to crush you. Because you have more faith in this world than you have in the Creator of this world. What is your concern? What are you being busy with? Are you busy that you're passing, whether or not you're passing the test today, or this week, or this month? Are you being busy with that? Or are you being busy with just malayani and nonsense and fun, or things that someone has said some time ago that you're keeping and is becoming into a cancer inside of you? Death, it is a reality. We go into the maqam. If not every day, at least once a week, you're going to go there to understand our death. The cemetery is over there. Murid must go there at least once a week to sit and to understand. That is where we're going to end up. All this running around, all this eating and drinking and collecting and wearing and talking and laughing, we're going to end up there. We're going to end up in that hole, in that grave. What are we doing today? How are we preparing ourselves for that grave? What are we preparing ourselves with? With the ghaflat, even if you are doing everything, with the ghaflat, with the heedlessness, you're not remembering your Lord properly, doing it, it is going to be empty. Coming for zikr with ghaflat, coming to the sohbat with ghaflat, being busy, being tired. Another trick of shaitan. Blowing, and you get so heavy. I don't know why I get so heavy. MashaAllah. When do you get light? When you're checking your Facebook, you get light. When you're going through all the news feed, you get very light. Check yourself to say that it's true. Astaghfirullah. At least to admit that and to ask Allah for help. Help will come to you. But you're running away from sohbat, so nothing is reminding you. Then everything else becomes what? Routine. Routine means it is dead. What keeps you alive? Only the amusement of this world. And this world is meaning to grind you and me, to grind us. Are we sitting down to think, what did I send to the grave today? Are we sitting down to think that? How many thousands of times Shaykh Effendi had said this? This is so important for us. Every day at least to sit 5 minutes and say, what did I do today that I can say this is good and I'm sending to my grave? You be busy with that, you will see all your problems start becoming smaller. All your hurt is going to start, all your worry is going to start, because you're really worrying about who? About Allah. You are remembering Allah. You're caring to be in the presence of Allah clean. At that time you're going to become better. Otherwise, from Bayram to Bayram, same you're going to be. We're not here to be the same. Don't be in ghaflat. We're saying people still in ghaflat. What we can do? We're saying, we're thinking, looking, people still sleeping. What we can do? Well, if you're not going to learn from the easy way, you're going to learn from the hard way. There's no exceptions now. Those who are really trying, those that even if they are in the middle of this world and they're looking in this world as just dirtiness and fire, and their hearts longing for Allah, those ones are in safety. And I know there are those that are in this dunya, maybe hardly they come for zikr. I know where their hearts are. And they're not happy with their surroundings. They're not happy in their dunya. They just want to run to Allah. But I know so many that they're getting the zikr and the sohbat every day. Their heart is still sick. They get clean and shaitan is now tricking it in another way to say, I'm bored. Okay. So Allah doesn't interest you. Doesn't matter. You not being interested in Allah doesn't mean too much. But if Allah is not interested in you, be very careful. Allah is saying, remember me and I will remember you. You remember Allah in that way, Allah will remember you in that way too. Don't worry. Oh, isn't Allah all merciful? Isn't Allah? Yes, to those who are running after His mercy. If you're running after His nur, Allah, one of His name is Nur. If you're running after his Qahar, Allah is also Qahar. If you're running after his Rahman, Allah is Rahman. But you're running after his Jabbar, Allah is also Jabbar. So whatever you're running to, you're going to get. We must wake up, inshallah. The days and nights leading to the Qurban, wake up. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha.